Okay, so if the Carolina Bays were not created by Aeolian and Lacustrian processes during our last ice age, which is basically lake and wind water being swirled around certain directions due to glacial wind being blown in a certain direction. Is there another possibility? If we look at the axis of all of the Carolina Bays and the Delmarva Bays and all the ones on the East Coast, as well as looking at the ones that are in like Nebraska and Kansas and even upper parts of Texas, they all cross over the Michigan area. They all cross over the Great Lakes region. Could it possibly be that these Carolina Bays and all the other impact features are, in fact, impact features? They are secondary impact features of a primary impact into the North American ice sheet at some time in the past. I think so. I think that there is a plenty of evidence to suggest that, yes, indeed, there was a major impact into an ice sheet in North America at some time in the past. Okay, so that's hurdle number one, right? If there was an impact into an ice sheet at some time in the past, then there should be a lot more evidence of that, and I think there is evidence there. We just have to reinterpret a few things, and so we'll be looking at that. But really, the question becomes, when did this occur? We know from what the Carolina Bay research has shown that by dating things like, twigs and pollen grains that are within the rims of these Carolina Bays, that they should be anywhere between 13,000 years to around 100,000 years. So when if this was an impact, then when could it have happened? And I think there are actually two different probabilities for when an impact could have happened into the Laurentide ice sheet that would have created the Carolina Bays. And we're going to focus on those over the next few videos. I believe that there are two possibilities. The first one is one that's very popular right now, and that's the Younger Dryas. We'll be getting into that and some of the key figures that are promoting that as being a possibility. And another possibility is the mid-Pleistocene transition. There was something major that happened to the globe around 786,000 years ago, and that's a huge difference. That's a huge difference in time. And so when we come back, we're going to be looking at each of these as a probable time frame for when the Carolina Bays could have been formed by a primary impact into the ice sheet, and the result giving us these Carolina Bays and Nebraska Ray water basins and all the other ones. So when we come back, we'll get into that, and we'll see you then.